What's going on, everybody? Baltmatrix here, and today we're taking a look at Transformers United Deluxe Class Rescue Bots Chase. This figure was purchased at the Hasbro Pulse, and the immediate reaction I got when I got this figure was one of meh. I don't like this figure. I don't like this figure at all. And honestly, I don't know why. Head sculpt is quite good and definitely looks like Chase from the show, though filtered through the Legacy toy line, not exactly the way I want him to be, but it's good enough. It'll work. The overall robot mode is unoffensive. I don't really have a problem with the look of the robot mode, except for the back. I cannot stand these wings. They get in the way, and they actively prevent him from moving his arms around. And then the other thing that I really don't like is look at how much empty space there is in that torso. From the front, it's fine. As soon as you turn it to the side, though, it's not that great. And immediately, as soon as this figure came out, everyone and their uncle was saying it's going to be retooled into animated cliff jumper, and they were right. Chase comes with a couple of accessories, the first of which are these two different color floodlights, red and blue. They can be mounted on any port that is open on the body. And then this capture claw, which comes in 3 pieces. We've got these 2 claw bits and then the claw body. Unfortunately, because of the nature of the combining of the claw doesn't open and close. It's completely static, which sucks. But it can be mounted on either hand for claw grabbing action. Posability is pretty much standard for the line. Head is on a ball joint, can look up and down, swivel side to side. Shoulders are on these hinges for the transformation, and they can go almost all the way around, but they hit the backpack kibble. Swivel is present just above the elbow. Elbow bends at 90 degrees. Fists do not articulate. Torso swivel is present. Legs can kick forward over 90 degrees and can kick back at about, I'd say maybe 70 degrees, because it runs into his butt flap, which isn't really so much a flap as just a hard piece of plastic. Leg can kick out at 90 degrees. Thigh swivel, bend at the knee is just over 90 degrees. And then there is an ankle rocker in the foot, and it goes all the way out to the side because of the transformation, and there is no play forward and backwards. There is a peg hole in the keister for a stand, though really why? I'm glad it's there, but it's kind of unnecessary. Chase can pull off some okay poses, but it's not my favorite figure to pose. Those wings on the back just get in the way of the arms and the elbows, and the overall feel of the figure while posing it is just boredom. I am bored by this toy. The transformation for the figure starts with coming to the chest and opening up this panel in the front of the chest. Grab the entire chest, flip it up, and as you're coming up over the head, close the panel so you can fit that panel underneath the light bars. Then take the arms and bring them up like this. Come down to the legs and fold up the toes. Grab the lower leg and pull it out and away from the rest of the leg, and then open up this side of the leg like that, and then flip up the toe into this panel, and we've got the beginnings of the front of the car mode. And fold the light down. So another way to do it is come to the wheel, pull the wheel away from the side, pull the entire leg down, fold the heels up, flip the foot up until it pegs into place, and then fold that light bar down. And then we got ourselves something that looks real weird. So what we're going to do is peg these 2 in together, and then peg the front of the vehicle mode in together. And there we have no, we're not done yet. Now that we've got everything straightened out, we take the upper torso and fold it down, and then we'll tuck the front of the chest underneath the bonnet or the hood of the car mode and push the whole thing down. Then take the arms and hinge them back, and they will snap into place. And then we can close those stupid wing panels, which, even if you have everything lined up correctly, still are a royal pain in the butt to get hinged down into place. Even if everything else is perfectly fine, I really hate this part of the transformation. To get these pegged into place, what I normally do is, instead of just forcing it, I'll push the arm out a little bit to give the hook space to latch in. And there we have the muscle car mode. And as muscle cars go, this is pretty good. It's very reminiscent of the unmarked cars that I see here in Maryland as a police car transformer. Wheels are fine. They roll. I do appreciate the fact that they gave it, well, not real hubcaps, but the hubs are at least they're at least more unique than these kind of hubs. I do appreciate that. The car mode itself is fine. The transformation is a bit annoying, but it's not awful. But I don't know what it is about this figure that I just don't like it. The figure does have some ports on the sides, on the door, and on the rear wheel arch for both sides, so you could plug in weapons, or in his case, you can plug in the flood lamps. Doesn't matter where they go. I think they're real stupid. They just don't look very good, but you can plug them in. And then the claw is meant to be pegged into the back, like that. That just looks stupid. So at the end of the day, the car mode is fine. It's just fine. Even if this mold, or even though this mold is getting repainted into TF Prime Cliff Jumper, I don't really care. I think the problem with this mold for me is it's just boring. The most interesting thing about it is its transformation, but otherwise, the whole figure is just dull. It's just dull to me. Now, you may feel completely differently, and that is perfectly okay. I am not you, and I do not do not have the same opinions as you, and vice versa. You don't have the same opinions as me. If we were getting all of the rescue bots in this toy line, I think I would be more forgiving. But we only have Chase, and I don't believe we have any announcements that any more rescue bots are coming, which is a shame, because we've already got some helicopters that would work really well for Blades. Maybe. Overall, I'm bored. I'm just bored with it. It's not that much fun. Oh, and I didn't even talk about the weird paint matching going on with the legs. Like, what's going on there? Seriously, we got 2 different shades of blue happening there. I have been struggling for months to figure out what is wrong with this figure in my eyes. And I think it's boring. It's not a fun figure. And Rescue Bots isn't a show that I'm particularly nostalgic for or particularly care about. It was good, but I really feel like Chase and the other Rescue Bots deserve better figures than this. I don't think this mold is or was designed as Chase to begin with. I think it started life as Cliff Jumper, and then they're shoehorning Chase into it. Which, okay, fine, whatever. So folks, let me know if I'm crazy or off my rocker down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I have been Baltmatrix, and I will catch you next time.